I can't get it out tonight. Divine Angelic Chosen channel. This is Gracie, and also Spiritual Earth Angel 623 channel, and Sarai Natural Beauty skincare products and aromatherapy candles. So I have a download. Like I said, I was resting a little bit, so then God ended up waking me up, and like talk about this dream that he had gave me. I guess this is the energy, because the energy has now been shifted. I know that I have shifted, my energy has shifted now. It's not where it was, so it has, it ended up being shifted. Excuse the rough roads and all that stuff that's going on. Sorry about that. But anyway, on my job, so gotta do what I gotta do to make the money. Anyway, but so the download came from is that this man, that he has created so much tension and drama in his life, that now women is coming out of nowhere, and these women are coming out of nowhere. They are stalking this, they're following this couple around. There's also a covert and coven type group, secret society group, like Masons and different things like that type group. I'm using that as an example, but I have seen, a couple of Masons and stuff like that, has been following me, around, because I see the symbols and different things on their cars, and you can tell when people are in secret society groups. You can tell it. It's obvious. You can't miss it or whatever, because they have a distinguished look, on them. The wives and the husband, different things like that. But it's not about me at this time. So I want to talk about it's God was showing me about again, this man is, if you went back to my video about the love triangle video that I was talking about, okay, well, this is also now part 3 to that. And it's like women is like, this man he's dating online and meeting these women online, and now in different states or whatever, or different countries, and now these women are like stalking this man. I'm not sure if he's giving them the location of where he's going to be at a certain time, so he could see these women or not sure. Or it could be men that he could be seeing also. You never know. How people sexual preferences are. But this man it's like he don't lost his mind. That's pretty much what God wanted me to say. He don't lost his mind. He no longer has a mind that he can control, by himself now. An entity has taken over this man's mind, his body and his soul. So he is doing everything what the entity that was attached to him or was either sent to him by a female. There's like a couple of women that are very mad and jealous and angry. They want revenge against this man. I also heard the song by Erykah Badu called Tyrone, and she talks about this man taking advantage of her, that she has to, pay Every time, they go out, she has to, pay for her, him, and his friends and his bros, his boys, or whatever. And you can take this as, this could also be a female too, and or a male that may be going through something similar to this, that, they're having to, pay for everything. And sometimes you get tired of freeloaders, because you have a lot of freeloaders here that's always, want to take, but then they don't want to give back. They want to just how you say it, they would just want to just, drain you dry, drain you for everything, your energy, drain you for your money, drain you for everything that you got. They're more like leeches, just want to leech on you and just suck you dry, suck all the blood out you, all the strength and everything else out you. And that's is what happening, to females. At first the dream was mainly about a man, but then God was like, no, he said there are women's out there too, that have men that be leeching onto them, and want to drain them dry, of everything that they have, and then there's men that has women out there that just want to just take advantage of them, wants to drain them dry, wants them to pay for every single thing, that they want the man to pay for every single thing, even their friends, even their homeboys, whatever, how you take it, how it resonate. They're nothing but leechers, God said. They just want to drain you dry. They're not no friends of yours. They only hanging around you because either because of fame or status, or because you got a little clout, or you got a little pull in this world, you got a lot of resources. That's the only reason why these people are hanging around you for. It's because of that. Once your money is gone, your resources is gone, they're going to go to the next highest bid, is what God is saying. They're going to be going to the next highest bidder that has what they want, because these people is soulless. A lot of times the demons has entered into these people because of their mindset and how they perceive and perception on life. If they focus their life on all greed, and fame and fortune, then that's what the type of spirit is going to be entering to them, and is going to run them until they go get some deliverance and get some deep healing, and seek God, or whoever God that you worship, for forgiveness and different things like that, and repent of your sins and different things like that. And part of the song goes, it said, you never buy me nothing. And then, it was, she started off with, you never buy me nothing. And then she said that every time we go somewhere, I gotta reach down in my purse to pay your way and your homeboy's way, and sometimes your cousin way. They don't ever have no cash, don't have no cars, hang around with stars, so that's what she's saying, And so then when she goes on to the other song, she said, you better call Tyrone, call him and tell him, come on, help you get your shit, is what she's saying. So I don't want to sing a whole lot of it, because the song is copyright, so I just don't want to sing no more of it. But anyway, that's basically what she is saying, and that's basically how some men and women are feeling right now. They're feeling this way, that people is riding their coattail because of their status in life, what type of options they have, what type of resources they have. So people want to cling to stuff like that, when they see that somebody got so many likes and so many views on that page, then people will go ahead and flock to it. So hopefully that they would get discovered too, or hopefully that they could, somehow take advantage and leech off of these people. So that's why God is saying, be aware of who your company are, who is in your circle. You need to see who is loyal and who is not loyal, because you have a lot of people out there that is not loyal to you. They fake people. They smile in your face, just like what Drake said. Song that Drake said, he said fake people, fake, showing fake love to him, smiling all up in your face. He was like, I got so much fake people, smiling in my face, so, and that's what it's showing, fake love. And that's what a lot of people is doing out here. They showing fake love, and then they smiling all up in your face, and then they smile in your face, and then they laugh behind your back, and then they want to stab you later on. And then when you end up cutting off the resources, the money, the attention and everything else, then they want to backstab you. Then they want to go and slander your name. Then they want to ruin your reputation. Then they want to talk shit about you behind your back, after what you done for these people, or anybody. It can go for family, friends, siblings, or whatever God is saying, And it also goes for too, is like when women, get pregnant. Sometimes women will get pregnant by a man, so that way they can have this man just to take care of them and the baby. That's what that could be vice versa too. You can get a woman, a man could get a woman's pregnant, and and then all of a sudden, now that she's pregnant, now she don't want to work no more. She don't want to go to work. She want this man to take care of this baby and her, do everything for the child, and also do things for her, so it could be, and sometimes the man can see that he's being taken advantage of, by these baby mamas or the women in their life. Because if a man is married, then he have obligations to his kids. So he he has responsibility and obligation because he's married. But the ones that are single and got babies out there, unless you're in a long-term relationship, it's different. If you're in a long-term relationship, then it's different. Because you've been with that man for so many years, or that woman for so many years, or whatever. But I'm talking about these little one-night stand things. I'm talking about these ones that these women that be going and searching online because they're jealous of other people's union and relationship, and they want to sabotage it, and then they want to go and get their little fingers in the mix of becoming a third party, trying to get this man attention, by looking this man up and, love bombing this man and telling this man how he looks good, or this woman how she looks good, and different things and so forth, to get them into this little web. That's a Jezebel spirit right there. That's how Jezebel works. Jezebel, she works that way. Sorry about y'all. The road is rough. Where we at is really rough. And my husband is just driving he's driving through it like it's just nothing. But anyway, and what God was saying about that is that just listen to the message. That's all. So maybe it could be that it's a rocky situation because the road is really bumpy and just need some repairs and all that stuff to it. So maybe that's what God is saying too, because I was going to ignore the background, but he's saying no. He said that's how it gets. Things go through rocky patches and different situations, different things like that, where it needs some fixing and repairing to do. And that's what some people needs to do. They need to go, ride the wave out, ride it to the end. Once they ride it to the end, then they'll see who is truly loyal to them, and who is not, and then there is also some people that is going through a storm, a rocky, rough patch and situation that's going on in their life. They're going through that. They're going through that unexpected storm is coming. And then once they go through that storm, then you're going to see the end of the tunnel. You're going to see the light of the day. You're going to see it's going to be smooth, calm, and sailing throughout. But sometimes you got to go through, something in order to be something. That sounds like a darn song to me. But that's what it sounds like, another song. That somebody said something like that. But, that's what he's saying, at this time, and that goes for, spiritual beings and different things like that too, divinely beings and chosen ones, earth angel, light seed, star workers and stuff like that. We all have been through some type of situation like this before in our lives, that God had to do some divine intervention, and allow us to see, as I went on my spiritual journey, God began to show me a lot of things about people around me, around my circle, and different things like that, and what they were all about. People will call me, only just to talk to me, and the next question is, can they borrow money? But I don't hear from them. And see, that's the thing. I don't hear from these people for weeks or months or whatever. But when it's time for them that they want money, then then either text me or they call me, and then they want to conversate. But then the next question goes, can they borrow some money? So once I start learning and I start setting boundaries, that's when these people, and friends, family, husband, whoever, then they started to act a certain way. They started to act funny. They started to, get mad, get angry, get jealous because I was cutting off the resources. I cut off the resources. I seen where they were taking advantage of my kindness, and half of the time I didn't even ask for these people to pay money back. I have lent out so much money, and a couple of times I end up asking the person to pay it back, and they pay me half of the money, and they never hear from them again. So now, and these are, my own family, friends, like that, and it's not necessarily has to be strangers, because a lot of times, I either pay it forward when it comes to strangers or whatever, but that's only, every once in a while I would do that too. But I'm talking about family and friends constantly. And that's why these people try to come up against me. God was trying to show why they come up against me, because I have cut the resources off. You're not going to use me and take advantage of me, and when it's convenient for you. And that's how they were doing it. And so, and then it's like, now I get back to the dream about Tyrone. So this woman or this man is getting tired of these people. And so now they're telling these people, hey, you squanderers, you need to move now. I don't know if that's a word or not, but anyway, you need to get your stuff. You need to get your clothes. You need to get whatever you left at my house or whatever. You need to leave. You need to, I don't care who you call, but you got to go. And that's basically what people are saying. And sometimes too, God is saying too in the spiritual, if you, in the spiritual, there could be certain type of energy that you dealing with in the spiritual or earthly realm that you need to say, okay, it's time for you to go. It's time for you to leave. You've been here too long. occupying energy and space. It's time for you to leave. So take it and look at it that way too, spiritual and naturally, and also in current situation that you could be going through, because when people wake up and realize what's going on around them, they're no longer blind, then that's when you start commanding things to be removed. Get behind thee, Satan. You start declaring and declare and decree on things. You're going to call things as it is and as it was. And you're going to call them and you're going to rebuke it out of your life. And once you rebuke things out of your life, once you close that door, it cannot be open. And that's what's wrong with these people, because they can no longer get into your energy. You called it back. You call back your power. You standing in your ground. You stand in your position. You speaking on your truth and standing on your truth and exposing when you need to expose. And I told you people in 2024 that God is doing a new thing. Now it's no BS and no time for that. It's no time for people copycat. There's a lot of little copycats still out there trying to copy me. They know who they are. Because you say little things. Like I said, you're the first one to click on my video. You're the first one to talk about it. But you try to do it change the narrative of it. So I already know the tactic that you're using. I already know that you already don't listen to my video and different things like that. And then you try to use it for yours, like you got all the good insight and different things like that. You got the downloads and everything else. I already know that. I already know that you're a copycat. It's just like your days are being numbered. That's all. Until I decide that I want to expose you. Because I know who you are. I already know. I just giving you the benefit of the doubt to stop what you're doing and focus on your journey, your spiritual purpose, your mission. You need to get back onto your spiritual journey, your spiritual purpose. Before I even came on the scene, before I even start my spiritual journey in healing and awakening, you were already on your path until you saw how great my mission, how great my things was. Then you decided to get off of yours and get onto mine and try to mimic and try to copy me. So that's why I haven't exposed you yet. Because from day one, since last year, you were already on your path and you decided to get off and get on mine. So I'm bringing warning to you, because the next time that I do hear it, and it ain't about no energy, reading no energy or nothing. There is people out there, and it's a couple of people that's out there that I know of, that is listen to my videos, and they are talking about it, but just changing the narrative just a little bit, because they know it's copyright. Just a little bit, they are changing the narrative just a little bit. But I know that you are listening to my video and you're talking about it on your platforms. And you don't want me to start exposing your name and calling you out for the fake that you are and the copycat that you are. So like I said, there is a warning, because it's always a set appointed time when God wants me to expose things. And then you're going to look dumbfounded in the face, because you're not on the same spiritual journey as me. You're not on the same frequency and level as me. So don't get it twisted. You don't got into the point that you just you're trying to take over being Gracie, and you can't be Gracie, because there's only one Gracie that God has created. It's only one. My DNA, my blood that God gave and run through my veins only. I don't have a twin out there. And I know I don't have one. So, like I said, it's a warning to you. You can never swap energies, any destiny, anything like that, because there's no such thing as that. You cannot keep any portal doors open. There's no such thing as that either. All access of me has been closed off a long time ago. So and it brings back to me too what God's saying. When you pulling cards on yourself, sweetheart. Or he or whoever it is. You pulling cards on yourself. You putting cards on your fate. Because you think you putting cards on my energy or the chosen one's energy. You actually putting it on yourself. The reading is for you. Because it's your energy that's on those cards. So most of the time the reading is about you and what's going to happen to you. Because God has given you warning to stop what you're doing too. And you act like things are so good and happy and joyous. But you know you're going through hell behind closed door because God is whooping that ass. The ancestors, my spiritual team and everybody is going to war on you. And you know you getting the karma and the judgment that is rightfully due to you because of all the wickedness that you have done towards me and also the chosen ones. So that's why sometimes you get pissed off. That sometimes you get angry. Sometimes you want to, and you can tell when they get pissed off and angry because things didn't go the way that they wanted planned. So if you were doing spells or hex or curse or whatever behind the scene, it backfired immediately. And you knew it did. And the reason why, because you don't got mad and pissed off. And you can tell it in your reading. Certain readings that you do, you can tell that it had already backfired. That it didn't work as planned, like you planned it for success. It didn't work. People are getting scared. I see that when these, like I told you about these people that were stalking, these covenant group or whatever, stalked me for unknown reasons, and was taking pictures. They're getting scared. They're getting scared because they can no longer access my energy no more. So that's why they slow down. When they pass by my commercial vehicle, they slow down and be staring all up in my face. Then they be sitting there trying to take pictures of me. You take pictures all you want to. The stuff is going to backfire in your face. It's going to turn around and backfire. And you better hope that you don't get karma right then and there when you take a picture of me. Because God is not playing with me. My spiritual team and my ancestors are not playing when it comes to me. You will get instant karma right then and there and judgment right then and there. And that's why a lot of people, because these men, and it's a group of men, old men, like in their middle 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. I mean, got one, and especially the ones that like in their 70s and 80s, they got 1 foot up in the grave. 1 foot in the grave. And instead of they enjoying their retirement, they got their wives also up in there just riding along with them, going along with this BS that they so-called stalking and following me, a black woman. For what? What is the reason behind this? Because of my energy that you can't no longer get into? And that's basically what it is. Then this little couples, there's a 3 sets of couples that be following me too, young and old, that be following also. And I let them know also that I'm going to speak the truth. They read my lips that I'm going to speak the truth. And there's nothing they can do about it. Stop watching and stalking following me then you won't have to worry about it. See, and that's what it is because these people don't got used to being in my energy, when I wasn't awakened, when I was still in the matrix. But now that I'm out of the matrix and I'm awakened and I see things, I'll call back my power, call back my energy, stand in my ground and speak and expose the truth when I need to expose it, and talk about things boldly and set boundaries. These people are angry. When they pass by, they are so angry, and you can tell it because they be turning red up in the face when they pass by. They act like they have the straight face when they pass by, but deep down inside, boy, I'm telling you, I done seen so many hitmen don't came by and passed by this truck. Yes, they don't pass by because they probably thought that I was alone inside this truck because they didn't see my husband sitting on the front seat or whatever. But see, I'm not alone when I travel. See, that's something they need to get. I'm not alone. Then you got these karmic ass women, daughters and sisters and, cousins and aunt or whatever, nephews or whatever, following, children, karmic children that they got now, doing crazy stuff, taking pictures on a slide. Now they're getting the kids to take pictures now. It ain't gonna work. Only thing you doing is hurting that kid, because karma gonna come to that child too. Karma and judgment and God's wrath is not going to stop just because of age, gender, and sex. And sex, gender and sex in age and stuff. It's God is not going to stop, because you know why? Because God look at that these kids are karmic, just like the parents are. And if they need to be dealt with, then God had to deal with them. Go back into the Bible days, when the Pharaoh came and tried to kill all the kids. You remember, he didn't spare no child. He didn't spare no child at all. He killed every last child, ages, babies. He killed them. So why you think that God is going to spare too? Especially when these kids are karmic and demonized and demonic possessed. Those kids also, when they get to a certain age, they know right from wrong. So they can't be exempt because they already know right from wrong. When they get a certain age, kids know right from wrong and make choices and decisions. And they choose not to. Yes, because they found in the orders of their parents. That's why their parents going to get double karma, double judgment against them because of that. And, and so you can tell it. They slow down. Then sometimes the men would sit there and smile at me and wave at me and different things like that, and the car didn't pass on by, and I'm shaking my head like, this is ridiculous, this is crazy. I don't even know these people, and most of them are white men. They're not, a lot of these are, I see some, some other races and stuff, but majority of these people that follow me, they are white. They are white. And I have nothing against white people, because I had a lot of white friends and different things like that. I'm not saying, really white friends that I was really close to, that I hang out with. So that has nothing to do with the race or anything. But this right here, I can tell that this is a secret society group that is following me. The Masons. Because I see their cars and different things like that. And then there's a lot of military, retired and disabled military people that is following too. That is part of the secret society group. And I know that because the same cars, the same vehicles from different states and different things like that, they will continue to stalk and follow. So I already know that. And Then you got these women. I don't know where these women are coming from, but a lot of these women are coming out the woodworks, stalking and following. They will even, if I'm parked somewhere, filling up on diesel or whatever, and then next thing you know, here they come. They come riding around looking, searching for the car to see where we at. Then they get on their phone and they text. You can see when they get on their phone and texting or they talking. Giving the location. Then as soon as we pull off, then everybody else pull off too. They pull off too and ride past by. But then when they don't see me driving, then that's when they just zoom on past by. When they see my husband, they just zoom on past by. But when they see me driving, that's when I get the funeral session. I get the cluster of cars following, stalking me. That's when I get all that stuff. They come in waves. They get off the exit, then a bunch of more cars come in waves. 10 cars or whatever, sometimes more than that, come on the exit. And then they just cruise along. They look up in my face. They slow down. And then they speed up. And once they see that I notice them, then they speed up. But then when they don't see me, for a while, because they don't sped up and was driving fast, then it would slow down. And then by the time I catch up, then there you go. I see them again. So my message is for the secret society. Stay the fuck out of my energy. Leave me the fuck alone, because I don't know what you want. If it's my family or whoever sent you, then you go and sacrifice their ass. You go to them. Because I did not give you permission to be in my energy. I did not give you permission to follow me. So whatever they did, you go sacrifice that ass. You go deal with them. That's who the ones you need to deal with is them. Those are the ones you need to stalk and follow. You need to deal with them. Because that shit don't make sense at all. Yeah, that don't make sense at all. Because you've been doing it for a year and you haven't stopped nothing. You haven't stopped my money. You haven't stopped anything. I know you probably been doing spells and witchcraft and different things on me, and then nothing is working. Every moon cycle, whatever, is not working. So you might as well give up. And also too, there's a lot of, and with the women, you need to be careful, because your man is not loyal to you. Because when you napping in your car, the man is sitting there smiling in my face and looking. Even when I stop at stores and stuff, they see me. They're hollering at me, saying provocative things to me. Hey, sexy. Oh, you look good. Oh, I wish I could be with a black woman. You see what I'm saying? So they're not loyal either. And that's why you need to set boundaries. These women that go with these men, that just narcissistic men, they need to go and ask them, why are they truly stalking me? What is the reason behind it? And see what type of answer they give you. Because I don't know these people. They don't really know me. It's that somebody don't put them on to me and don't lie on me and say that I, said things or whatever and did things when it's not true. Because I'm a type of person that if I did something to somebody, I'm going to admit it. I'm going to admit it. And then I'm going to say, apologize or whatever for my mistake or whatever. But I'm not going to apologize to nobody when I know I haven't done anything to you. I'm on my spiritual journey, my spiritual healing. And this happened like last year. It started when I started last year, my channel in March. And then when I really noticed that that people were stalking and following me was back in April, when it really started last year. And then it's continued on. So it's a warning to you too. The next time someone come and start my vehicle while I'm working and different things, be prepared for the consequence. I will expose you. If I expose your car, take your pictures, your license plates, or whatever, I will expose you because I'm getting tired of it. Because you so coward that you can't even tell me why you doing the stalking and following, because you are cowards. Coward men is what you are. You see me, you put your head down and don't say anything. So why are you stalking me? Because if there was a man that is not a coward, a man will come up to you and say something, or a woman. So that lets me know that you cowards. You and your wife, your kids, and every damn body else that involved. And karma and judgment is going to come to you all. Your fate has been sealed. God has warned you many a times, and you continue to keep doing this stuff. Keep lying, keep slandering. And how I know is because every time I post something on my social media plight, I get a whole lot of likes. That's how I know. But guess what? I've been blocking every last one of you because I know who you are. And I've been taking pictures of you also. And I've been video also gathering a lot of information. And it's just going to be a right point of time when I expose all of this and bring down your ass. And God going to bring you down to your knees. And he's going to use me to do it. I'm very protected. It's nothing that you can see that God is not going to see. God sees everything that you do. He even shows me the plots and the plans ahead of time of what you're trying to do. And that's why nothing that what you're doing never works out. Because he already done warned and foretold me. And it's nothing you can do with my blessings and my dreams or anything else. And when it comes to my blessings, you cannot stop it. Because it's already in emotion. I'm already receiving a lot of my blessings already. And I have received big blessings also. So it's nothing that you can do. You just stalk me and follow me for what? No reason. Because you're not getting anything. The practitioners and everybody's lying to you. Whoever you're going to, they lying to you. They can't read nothing. They can't see my future. They can't see my present either. And it's nothing they can do either. Their hands been tied and bind. Their eyes, their lips, and everything else has been shut up. They can't see nothing. Only thing they do is seeing the cards. Every time you go to them, they're pulling cards on your energy. They're telling you about your energy, your fate, what's coming towards you, which is not good. So you're wasting your money. And you're wasting your time stalking, following me. Because I'm not going nowhere. God already told me that I'm not going nowhere until it's my time. And you can't do nothing about it. So you might as well go ahead and move to your next victim or whatever. Because I'm going to stand my ground. And I'm going to be in my position. And I am walking in my destiny. And I am walking in my own energy and my own power. And that's why you spiritual beings need to stand in your power, your energy, and your destiny. And stand your ground, expose when you need to expose. And tell the truth. And don't be afraid of it. Because you got God, your ancestors, your team, your spiritual team backing you up. Until next time, peace, love, joy, and happiness, and much blessings to you.